For nearly a week, fans of Live with Kelly and Mark exchanged theories that spiraled from mildly concerned to wildly imaginative. Why had Mark Consuelos been missing from his co-hosting chair without warning? Had he slipped off for a surprise vacation? Was he secretly filming a new role in some hush-hush thriller? Or, as one particularly dramatic social media sleuth suggested, had he joined a traveling acrobat troupe? When he finally returned, walking onto the set with his signature grin but an unmistakably sheepish air, the truth proved far less glamorous and far more universal. Mark Consuelos had undergone his first colonoscopy. And, as he immediately told the audience, "That's late." The comment landed with a comedic thud, the kind only Mark could deliver, half self-deprecating, half bashful honesty, and just like that, the mystery of his absence melted into the kind of relatable, slightly awkward confession that daytime television devours. Kelly Ripa, his company host and wife of nearly 3 decades, raised an eyebrow with the precision of a seasoned entertainer. "You could have just said that," she teased. "I needed a whole dramatic arc," he shot back. But beneath the light-hearted banter, there was an earnestness in Mark's voice as he began describing the experience, not just of the procedure itself, but of arriving at a moment in life that whispers, "You're not invincible. It's time to pay attention." A decision deferred. Mark admitted that the colonoscopy had been recommended to him years earlier. "I'm not proud of it," he said, hands lifted in mock surrender. "I kept thinking, I'll schedule it next month. Then next month became next year. Then Kelly started leaving pamphlets around the house like it was some kind of scavenger hunt." Kelly didn't deny it. "Subtlety has never been my strong suit," she said, flipping her hair with theatrical innocence. "But long-term health is sexy. I stand by that." In truth, Mark's hesitation wasn't unusual. Even among people who know the importance of screening, many delay their first colonoscopy due to fear, inconvenience, or simply a feeling that they are still, somehow, too young for it. Not Mark Consuelos, though. The man who still trains like a competitive wrestler. The man who outruns mountains in Colorado. The man with abs that meme accounts have lovingly described as legal. Too young, maybe emotionally, chronologically? Let's just say the doctor raised an eyebrow, he said. The Preparations, a comedy in 3 acts. Mark, known for telling stories with both enthusiasm and excessive detail, launched into the saga of his preparation day. Act 1. Denial. He claimed he spent the morning trying to negotiate with his clear liquid diet, as though it were a stubborn but beloved pet. "I stared at that chicken broth and thought, at least make eye contact with me." Act 2. Acceptance. He described sipping sports drinks with the solemnity of a monk undertaking a spiritual fast. Kelly muttered, "I've never seen someone look so betrayed by Jell-O." Act 3. The Great Purge. This portion of the storytelling sent the audience into hysterics, as Mark, no stranger to comedic timing, described what he called a spiritual cleansing, emotional upheaval, and lower GI fireworks spectacular. Kelly covered her face. "Why do we let you talk? Because the people need the truth," he replied. The procedure. When the big moment arrived, Mark said he was pleasantly surprised. "It was like the best nap I ever had," he declared. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Kelly raised a finger. "Let the record show, only the nap part." But Mark wasn't joking about the relief he felt. On the inside, where viewers could sense it, the experience had nudged him into a quieter appreciation of preventive medicine, of catching things early rather than risking worse outcomes later. "I've done a lot of stunts and extreme stuff," he said. "This was the easiest thing with the biggest payoff." The results. When asked to reveal what the doctor found, Mark took a dramatic pause worthy of a telenovela star, which, of course, he once was. "The results," he said, leaning toward the camera, "were clean. And I mean clean. The doctor said I have an exceptionally photogenic colon. I may frame the images." Kelly groaned so deeply it could be felt by viewers at home. But then Mark's expression softened. In all seriousness, he added, "It was normal, healthy, and I'm grateful. Because I waited too long, and that could have gone very differently." The audience applauded, not for the clean scan, although it was certainly good news, but for the vulnerability. Health talk on daytime TV often feels scripted, polished, or overly earnest. Mark's confession, in contrast, was the kind that sparked a sense of camaraderie between host and viewer, a collective nod between adults sharing the same roadmap of aging. Kelly's side of the story. Asked how she felt about the week-long absence, Kelly shrugged with playful nonchalance. Look, I've lived with Mark long enough to know when he's nervous. The day before he went in, he was reorganizing the spice drawer. That's my tell. Mark wasn't embarrassed. That spice drawer needed me. Kelly nodded sagely. I've never seen a man alphabetize oregano. The two then slipped into a brief, rapid-fire debate about how many spices one household truly needs. Mark believes 7. Kelly believes 42, minimum. Their back and forth seamlessly transitioned back into their comfortable chemistry. Proof that even colonoscopy talk can somehow fold into the rhythms of a long-running marriage. Why he shared it toward the end of the segment, Mark acknowledged why he chose to speak so openly. If even one person watching thinks, okay, I'll schedule mine, then good, he said. I made it to this age before doing my first. That's late. I shouldn't have waited, nobody should. The seriousness of his tone lasted only a moment before he added, and also, I wanted everyone to know why I disappeared. If I'm going to miss work, I want full transparency. Even if it means my colon gets a publicity tour. Kelly leaned over and squeezed his arm. This is what I love about you, she said. That I overshare? That you overshare with heart. A return to normal by the end of the episode. The mystery of Mark's absence had turned into something far better than a dramatic reveal. A reminder that even the fittest, most ageless celebrities face the same checkups, the same anxieties, the same biological milestones as everyone else. And in true Mark fashion, he embraced the awkwardness with humor, candor, and a renewed promise to take his health seriously, even if he still refuses to admit he's old enough for a label like middle-aged maintenance. As the show cut to commercial, Mark winked at the camera. Next week, he said, we're talking dental cleanings. I might have some traumatic stories. Kelly sighed. Lord help us. And the audience laughed, reassured that life, with all its preventative procedures, uncomfortable prep days, and comedic oversharing, marches on, one relatable confession at a time.